Good evening. Thank you. This is a fire academy, right? Thank you. Friends, family, uniformed fire service members, and distinguished guests, on behalf of State Fire Marshal John Davin, welcome to the Department of Fire Services Stow campus. My name is Dennis Ball, and I am the Deputy Director of Training here at the Massachusetts Firefighting Academy. I have the absolute honor and privilege of being the Master of Ceremonies of graduation of Call Volunteer Class 116. For those folks who are unable to attend this evening, the event is being recorded, and Christina Mitchell is sitting right here. She's going to make that happen. It should be published sometime in the morning before noontime. You go to Department of Fire Services website, and it'll bring you to a link for YouTube. And you probably could go to YouTube directly as well, and just type in Class 116, and it should bring you right to it. Thank you, Christina. So at this time, I ask you in joining me in welcoming our presiding officer for this evening's ceremony, State Fire Marshal John Davin, accompanied by the official party. Marshal. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the fire chiefs of our graduates. Chiefs. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd ask you to rise for the entrance of Class 116 for the posting of the national and state colors. Ladies and gentlemen, Class 116 was led in by Piper Steve Sweet. I'm going to ask the colors to move up forward, please. Move the colors up forward. Right here, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Please remain standing. I'd like to invite David Hunt, for a presentation of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the limelight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Detail, post the colors. Face, forward march. I'd ask you to remain standing for an invocation, which will be delivered by Chaplain Abba. Chaplain.
Let us join in a spirit of prayer. Lord, on this day in which we have gathered, we gather to celebrate a journey well taken. For this class has come to this day having dedicated hours of study, of work, and while trying to balance the rest of their life, accomplished this day to be honored as graduates of the Fire Academy, and as they have now been prepared to answer that call. We thank you for the instructors, the administrators, and all their families and departments who around them have been a cloud of witness of support. We thank you for the dedication of so many who make this academy possible, especially those who have stepped forward in leadership and have given so much in so many ways. Bless this time we have together, that it may be a true celebration of all that has been accomplished and all that has been given. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Please be seated. Get yourself comfortable. I'd like to do a very, very quick introduction of the stage party. So the Massachusetts Firefighting Academy trains more than 13,000 firefighters every year of every level of experience, all the way from the recruits, all the way to chief officers. We operate within the Department of Fire Services. It's a statewide agency that provides hazmat response, incident support, fire investigation, code enforcement, and much, much more. At the Academy and all across operational divisions, the DFS works with local fire departments, regulated industries, and the public to keep our communities safe. The person responsible for leading this this vital public safety agency is our State Fire Marshal, Marshal John Davin. To the Marshal's left, Chaplain Bruce Arbor. Bruce is the Chief Chaplain of the Massachusetts Corps of Fire Chaplains and is also the Chaplain of the Amherst Fire Department. Chaplain? To the chaplain's left is Dr. Michael Goldstein. The doctor is he's the president of the Massachusetts Call and Volunteer Firefighters Association. He's also a member of the Sherborne Fire Department. Is that the correct pronunciation? Sherborne Fire Department. And is also a call volunteer graduate himself in class 086. So welcome. Next to the doctor is a call volunteer assistant program coordinator, Mr. Bruce Anton, Captain, Swansea Fire. Next to Mr. Anton, call volunteer, assistant program coordinator, Mr. Michael Dupuy, Chief, Leicester Fire. Finally, we have call volunteer, program coordinator, Mr. Christopher Norris, Chief, East Hampton Fire. So the Academy's instructors, as well as the support staff, is comprised entirely of active duty or retired firefighters. They are truly fire service professionals. These men and women have chosen to share their knowledge with the next generation. There is absolutely no substitute for the decades of fireground experience that they bring to the table every day. Please join me as we recognize our instructors and our support staff of the Massachusetts Firefighting Academy. Thank you, Jen. Every organization, as you know, has members who are less visible to the public, but are still vital to our mission. I'd just like to quickly recognize our program administrator, Ashley Payette, and the entire registration crew, as well as Kerry Marcotte. Their work behind the scenes made it possible, or makes it possible, for our instructors, program coordinators, and chief officers to pay their full attention to the recruits. Finally, I would ask or invite any former, current, either military or law enforcement person to stand up to be recognized, please. Thank you for your service. So the philosophy of the Massachusetts Firefighting Academy can be summed up in two sentences. Amateurs train until you get it right. Professionals train until you can't get it wrong. All of our staff commit to these words and embody them through their actions. And after 3.5 long months, I'm asking each one of the graduates to adopt this philosophy as well. Under the guidance and supervision of your lead instructors, Mr. Richard Aries, assisted by Mr. Douglas Robinson, as well as Mr. Joseph Danigan. All the support staff and the instructors, along with the support of your family and friends, and most of all, your hard work. You, as the graduates, are prepared to enter a dangerous, demanding, and however deeply rewarding profession. You have built the baseline skills necessary to serve your community, right? What's the next step, guys? Train, right? All right, so I wish you well. In those words, I'd like to invite Marshal Davin to the podium for a few words. Marshal?
Thank you, Mr. Ball. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, chiefs, and esteemed graduates. Tonight we gather to celebrate this pivotal moment as these recruits become Massachusetts firefighters. Class 116, let me be the first to welcome you to the best job in the world. Although I'm proud to serve as your state fire marshal today, 26 years ago, I knew very little about firefighting when I walked through those same academy doors. But I credit the Fire Academy for providing countless opportunities for me to develop my skills, expand my knowledge, and to challenge myself. I wholeheartedly believe in this system and am committed to ensuring that Massachusetts firefighters have access to the highest quality training, state-of-the-art equipment, and exceptional instructors so that you can best serve the citizens of the Commonwealth. Together, we will protect our communities through professionalism, dedication, integrity, and training. More than 2/3 of the communities in the Commonwealth are protected by call or volunteer firefighters. You are vital to the fire service and a key partner in keeping our communities safe. As a former fire chief in Western Massachusetts, I relied heavily on call and volunteer fire departments for mutual aid response. I admire your dedication and your willingness to serve in addition to your work and family commitments. The past 15 weeks have given you a very basic understanding of the tactics and strategies you will need to keep yourself, your fellow firefighters, and your community safe. Your learning is not coming to an end, but rather it's just beginning. You must continue to train. Come back to the academy and again to attend classes. Ask questions, go to conferences, inquire about what other departments are doing. You owe it to yourself, your department, and your community to be the best firefighter possible. Although we never know what our next call will be, I can assure you that no 2 days will ever be the same. Gone are the days that firefighters just battle fires. This is an all-hazards occupation that will challenge you to think on your feet and solve real-world problems under the most difficult conditions. You may respond to everything from an alarm activation, a medical emergency, a motor vehicle accident, or a chemical spill. You'll conduct fire drills, install car seats, check smoke alarms, and give station tours to aspiring firefighters. I hope you proudly wear the Maltese Cross on your shoulder, as it is known around the world as a symbol of protection and a badge of honor. Your presence alone will offer hope to strangers on their worst day and bring calm in the midst of chaos. Your community has placed an enormous amount of trust in you. Honor that trust and never ever do anything to jeopardize it. There is no doubt that firefighting is difficult, both physically and mentally. I implore you to stay in shape. Continue your physical training. A fit body will serve you well when you need it the most. Equally as important, take care of yourself mentally. Do things you enjoy. Spend time with your family. Take a vacation. Your department will be here when you get back. Firefighting is not for the faint of heart, but it is deeply rewarding, honorable, and exhilarating. You'll never ever be bored or lonely. You'll work as a team, you'll become a family, and you'll forge friendships that will last a lifetime. Thank you, Class 116, for answering the call to serve. On behalf of the Massachusetts Department of Fire Services and the Massachusetts Firefighting Academy, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you, and I wish you a safe and rewarding career. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special presentation tonight. As Mr. Ball said earlier, the Fire Academy instructor staff is comprised entirely of fire service professionals. And tonight, I want to recognize two instructors who have made an unforgettable impact on the Fire Academy, its culture, and our recruits. About 70% of Massachusetts communities are served by call or volunteer firefighters. And for more than a decade, program coordinator Christopher Norris and assistant coordinator Michael Dupree have dedicated themselves to training these brave men and women to the very highest standards. Their experience as members of call and fire and volunteer departments helped shape this program. Their leadership has brought it to new heights, and their commitment has inspired nearly 2,000 call or volunteer recruits who completed the training during this time. Even in their demanding roles as fire chiefs in East Hampton and Leicester, they have continued to put in the time on nights, weekends, and days off to support and nurture this curriculum, which is so vital to public safety in Massachusetts. While tonight's graduation will be their last as program coordinator and assistant program coordinator, I'm very glad to say that they will remain part of our staff. Chiefs, if you could please join me for a moment up here on stage. I'd like to present you with a couple of certificates of recognition, which I will read now. Presented with deep appreciation to Christopher Norris and Michael Dupree, Call Volunteer Fire Recruit Training Program, Massachusetts Firefighting Academy. In recognition of your significant and enduring contributions to firefighter safety, training, and development, and to the preservation of life and property in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Thank you both. And thank you to all of our instructors and support staff. On behalf of the Department of Fire Services and the Executive Office of Public Safety and Security, we are deeply grateful for your service. Thank you.
Chris, you want to speak? You want? Yes? Okay. So lastly, invite call volunteer program coordinator, Mr. Christopher Norris, for a few remarks. Chris?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the graduation of Class 116 of the Call Volunteer Recruit Firefighter Training Program. Tonight, we're here to celebrate the accomplishments of this class. The lead instructor for Class 116 was Mr. Aries. Mr. Aries, along with all the other instructors that you had throughout your program, provided you the leadership and the guidance in order for all of you to be here tonight. Each of them continually brought the dedication, the knowledge, the commitment, and certainly the passion that have helped you all succeed. To all the friends and family here with us tonight, it was with your support and encouragement that enabled the men and women of this program to succeed. You have become part of that firefighting family, and I know you will continue to support them in all their future endeavors. Just to give you a little background about the Call Volunteer Program and what these students have gone through over the last 15 weeks. The Call Volunteer Recruit Firefighter Training Program is a 240-hour program that teaches the core foundations and fundamentals of our profession to the national standard. Students going through this training program learn how to properly don their protective clothing, properly don their self-contained breathing apparatus, carry, raise, and lower many ground ladders, conduct primary searches for potential missing occupants within structures, advance hose lines through a building, fire suppression, hazardous materials, and vehicle extrication, just to name a few. These program components and evolutions help develop a platform for these firefighters to operate on the scene of any emergency with efficiency and effectiveness to respond and mitigate any emergency. All of you have sacrificed and succeeded, and I hope we have met all your goals when you started this program. Graduation from this program is a testament to your character and perseverance to accomplish a core foundation to your continued learning in this profession. In addition to this program, many of you had to balance other time constraints and commitments, such as working full-time or part-time, taking other classes for school, family obligations and commitments, as well as other outside interests and hobbies. You have all faced numerous challenges throughout this program, and you'll continue to face similar challenges in the fire service. These hazards and challenges don't change based on if you're a career, a call, or a volunteer firefighter, and neither does the professional response that will be received. This afternoon, I had an opportunity to look back at your schedule very quickly and started thinking about everything that your class had to overcome over the last few months. As you were starting your class back in November, your families, your friends, and many others were planning or getting ready for holiday gatherings or parties. Not all of you. All of you were going to your primary jobs or school, and then after that, coming to our class for an additional 4 hours or on weekends for 8 hours, just to do it all over again. During these months, you were putting on an additional 75 to 100 pounds of protective clothing and respiratory protection and going into live burning buildings, practicing your live fire training. As you quickly reflect back and think about these times, I would remind you and everyone here tonight that this is indicative of your commitment and your dedication to your communities and sacrifice you have given to help protect all the residents. Through this program, you have demonstrated the core competencies to be considered a firefighter and faced many of these ongoing challenges and hazards in the fire service. It is incumbent upon each of you to continue your training and education in a continued effort to stay safe and provide the best possible service to all of your communities and return home safely to your families. I'm so proud of all of you for your decision to get involved in the fire service and for what you have accomplished together over the past few months. Each of you had your own strengths and weaknesses, but together you were able to accomplish all the tasks. Congratulations on your accomplishments for completing this program. Continue your training. I wish you all the best, and be careful in all that you do. Thank you. So, very quickly, as Marshal Davin alluded to, tonight's the last night that Michael and I will be serving as the coordinator, assistant coordinator for the Call Volunteer Program. And I just want to take a moment to recognize a few people here tonight. First off, I'd like to thank my wife, Ashley, my daughters, Peyton and Claire, for supporting me over the years, for all the teach at the Mass Fire Academy. Certainly greatly appreciated. Christine Danzero, Mike Dupuy, Bruce Antone, and Joe Kluznik. You were always there and will be a core group of the people who encouraged me, challenged me, and supported me through everything. Those times will never be forgotten, and I'm extremely grateful for all of you. Carrie Marcotte, Dennis Ball, Christina Mitchell, I'm so grateful for your assistance and your guidance and for stepping up into key positions in the program as others moved on to different roles within the Department of Fire Services. So very briefly, from my front doorstep to here, it's an hour and 45 minutes. From my house to the Academy and Bridgewater campus, it's 2 hours and 10 minutes. To the Fall River facility, where we host other classes, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. And to Raleigh, where we had graduation last night and just completed a class up there, it's 2 hours and 30 minutes. These round trips of 4 to 5 hours have been made on most weekends for the past 12 years as coordinator and assistant coordinator. Now, I certainly love teaching and working for the academy, but not that much. The reason I made these trips over that time are for all the exceptional students, past and present, that have come through this program. Having the ability to influence your skill set and see the results on a night like tonight is absolutely remarkable and rewarding. I've made these trips because of people like Rick Stevens and Jamie Matichuk and all the other support staff that make these programs run every day. I now understand and have so much respect for all the work you do to keep these programs running throughout the year. I made these trips to assist the fire chiefs across the state to have their personnel trained and ready to respond to emergencies in their communities. And most importantly, to my instructors. If I can impress anything upon all of you as we leave here tonight, I've made these trips because of people like Pete Candler, Jerry Dakota, Bill Barry, and all of you. All of you and your friendships have made those trips easy, and I wouldn't change a thing. I've made up for, and I've gained a whole bunch of extra mileage in my life just knowing all of you. All of you mean the world to me, and I thank you for your continued support and dedication to the fire service, the Call Volunteer Program, and the Mass Fire Academy. Thank you all.
You lost my place. You lost my place. Yeah, fine. You ready? You ready? All right, let's go. So at this time, I'd like to invite Mr. Dupuy and Mr. Anton to the podium to call the roll of tonight's graduates. Friends, family, please approach for photographs, pictures, when your firefighter is called. See where Christina is sitting right here? Come up to her about that yellow line. Take as many photographs as you can when your firefighter is on stage. We good? All right, let's go.
At this time, I'd like to call up to the stage from the Carlisle Fire Department, Chief Soros. Graduating firefighter, Colin King. Graduating firefighter, Brendan Smith. From the Dover Fire Department, Captain Tozy. Graduating firefighter, Frederick Hartman. The Grafton Fire Department, Chief Matthew. At this time, I'd like to call up to the stage Sergeant Mark Benoit from the Grafton Police Department. Sergeant Benoit is the father of graduating firefighter James Benoit. Graduating firefighter Eric Primo. From the Harvard Fire Department, Chief Secord. Graduating firefighter James York. From the Holliston Fire Department, Captain Gagnon. Graduating firefighter Justin Morin. From the Hopedale Fire Department, Chief Gage. Graduating firefighter Caroline Conlon. Graduating firefighter Benjamin Emery. Graduating firefighter Dalton Hanson. Graduating firefighter Cameron Lee. At this time, I'd like to call up to the stage firefighter Stephen Michelotti, Holliston Fire Department. Firefighter Michelotti is the father of graduating firefighter Anna Michelotti. Graduating firefighter Robert Sheehan. From the Lancaster Fire Department, Deputy Gordon and Lieutenant Chiltrist. Graduating firefighter Mark Capucci. From the Mendon Fire Department, Chief Bagmo. Graduating firefighter Kenneth McGann. From the Millis Fire Department, Chief Barrett. Graduating firefighter Dawson McMillan. I'd like to call up to the stage Lieutenant Brian Palomino from the Millis Fire Department. Lieutenant Palomeno is the father of graduating firefighter Brennan Palomeno. Graduating firefighter John Schindler. From the Millville Fire Department, Chief Larad. Graduating firefighter Ryan Chase. Graduating firefighter Jared Armenzi. From the Norfolk Fire Department, Deputy Kelly. Graduating firefighter Christopher Watson. From the Northbridge Fire Department, Chief White. Graduating firefighter Dylan Riley. From the Pepperell Fire Department, Deputy Rose. Graduating firefighter Walter Rodriguez. From the Sherborne Fire Department, Chief Ward. Graduating firefighter, Sean O'Keefe. Graduating firefighter, Justin Charette. From the Sterling Fire Department, Chief Hurlett. Graduating firefighter, Maribel Fournier. Class, please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, class 116.
Where's the fans on this one? Kelly.
Yep, we're good. Ed?
Be seated. Congratulations. This is a couple of second for administrative work here. Pretty exciting stuff, huh? Yeah? All right. So I'd like to invite Dr. Goldstein to the podium to present the Martin H. McNamara, the Outstanding Recruit Award, on behalf of the Massachusetts Fire Training Council. Doctor?
As president of the Massachusetts Call and Volunteer Firefighters Association, representing the 7,000 call and volunteer firefighters in Massachusetts, I'm very honored to be here with you. The fire service is a service of tradition, of history, and of appreciation for those who've gone before. And since I think on the podium group, I'm the only alumnus, actually, of the Call Vol service, I wanted to take a second to remember a bit. I checked, and exactly at this time, 5 years ago exactly, I was in this building because it was Thursday, March 5th, and I was in my first week of Call Vol Class 083. We continued on for a bit, but if you're starting to do the math in your head, you might realize that just after we took our first exam, first time in history, our class was canceled. We are the only class, Class 083, that came into these doors that does not have a plaque on the wall because COVID canceled us. It was quite a difficult time, and the reason why I'm taking this time is that I would like to thank personally Mr. Norris and Mr. Dupuis and all of the staff here, all of the instructors who rallied 5 years ago to allow class 086 to start in July and continue through COVID. The fire service is filled with times where you have to spin on a dime in a situation you were not used to. We were the first class that had remote learning. We had a lot of rules. I want to appreciate also the previous Fire Marshal Ostrovsky for allowing us to continue. We made it through with a lot of separation. And I also now want to extend my appreciation to all those of you in the audience. I will tell you that 5 years ago in November, no one, no chiefs, no firefighters, no parents, no spouses were allowed as it was in the midst of COVID. So I think on behalf of everybody here, I'd like to thank all of you, the audience who came to honor class 116. So thank you very much. All right. In November of 2003, Martin McNamara, a call firefighter for the town of Lancaster, Massachusetts, was killed while operating at a structure fire. To remember his ultimate sacrifice and honor his commitment to the call and volunteer fire service in Massachusetts, the Massachusetts Fire Training Council created the Martin H. McNamara Award for the outstanding student of each call vol recruit firefighter training class. This program's curriculum is designed to train, educate, and evaluate students in the basic skills of firefighting and the firefighting profession. The course is demanding, absolutely is, in both academically and physically. Just completing the course is truly an accomplishment worthy of recognition. In each class, one student is selected who has excelled in the training program, and this student is named as the outstanding student of the class. This recommendation is based on the student's successful achievement in both academic and practical skills applications. At this time, I would like to invite Deputy Kelly of the Norfolk Fire Department to come join me on stage. Thank you, sir. I am pleased to present the Martin H. McNamara Recruit Award to the outstanding student of class 116, recruit number 30, Christopher Watson of the Norfolk Fire Department.
Slide over and do some pictures. Just give this to the deputy. Slide to the middle. Slide to the middle. Family, friends. Congratulations, great honor, great honor. Please carry it. Please carry it forward. So each class is assigned a class spokesperson to represent the recruit class. This recruit is selected by the lead instructors and the assistant recruit coordinators. It is responsible for the class leadership and all communications between the recruits and the academy staff. Now it's time for me to call upon the spokesperson for class 116, recruit number 27, Robert Sheehan, Hopedale Fire.
Good evening. Thank you all for joining us as we come to the end of this 4-month-long journey. It's an honor to speak on behalf of Class 116, and with that, we have many people to thank. First, thank you all to our instructors who have shared their knowledge and training both on the drill yard and in the classroom. Mr. Aries, Mr. Robertson, Mr. Nandigan, Mr. Mathon, the great Mr. Mullen, Mr. Normandin, and all the instructors who came in and out during our time here. Thank you to all the support and cribbing staff at the Academy. Your hard work and dedication on some of the violently cold nights and weekends made our time here smooth and safe. Lastly, the biggest thanks goes to all of you with us here tonight. The support we all receive from family and friends during this time truly puts in perspective that you can't do this job alone. Just as Mr. Nandigan has taught us, it's family that goes with you on every call. Our time here did not come easy, and we all face different challenges to overcome both individually and as a class. The hardest being working full-time jobs, taking care of family, and still being able to be here multiple times a week. Some face challenges in different ways than others, whether it's physical, in the classroom, time management, remembering to bring all your gear, and for some, even their age. Sorry, guys. And 23 made it here, so. Although challenging at times, there was never a shortage of proud and fulfilling moments on the drill yard, and we had the pleasure to share in the excitement of classmates becoming new parents and even grandparents. 4 months ago, we walked through these doors with the same purpose, to both lay the foundation to call ourselves firefighters and to help serve and support our communities. It wasn't long until the reality of how new this all was right in our faces. From muckily trying to put on our gear to past devices going off left and right, but with each class learning more and more and putting the pieces of the puzzle together. One of the most important things we learned from our time here is that training and education never ends. After today, we go back to our respective departments. Although we will no longer be together as a group, it is on us to continue to train and learn every day. I'd like to congratulate you all on such a major accomplishment. We all have the privilege to now call ourselves firefighters. Now, before we leave here today, and I bring up class treasurer Anna Michelotti, who handmade our class plaque, we have one more task to complete as a group. Let's let everyone know what class this is. What class is this? 116! Anna, come on. Yeah, it's right there. No.
So history and tradition are core values within the fire service. Among those traditions here at the Fire Academy is a class plaque. Each class presents a plaque to the instructors and is to be displayed on campus to represent their spirit and it marks their effort. It serves as a physical reminder through the ages and the inspiration for generations to come. I'd like to call upon this group, so thank you so much for your presentation, and you'll be here for on and on and on with this in here. So thank you so much. Piper Sweet? Okay. See you. Nope. Just want to make sure you're there. Thank you, sir. I'd ask you to please stand for the benediction offered by Chaplain Ava.
Class 116, the journey has begun. A benediction is a call to go from the place where you've been to that next moment in life. That next moment for you will be the call of distress. Someone who woke up to fire in their house, or an accident at an intersection, or perhaps a child visiting a fire station for the first time in awe of what you do. You will serve your community in so many ways, and with honor and integrity, you will answer each call. And so I ask blessing upon each of you, that when you go from this place, you will go in the safety of the one who watches over us and guides us to each call and safely home. And as you answer that call, I ask that that same blessing be given to your families and to your home, that they may have peace. And to those whom you will serve side by side, may you do so in safety, in honor, and in the great tradition of fire service. Go with this blessing in this day, and may it be with you forever. Amen.
Thank you, Jeff. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes this evening's ceremony. On behalf of State Fire Marshal John Davin and the men and women of the Department of Fire Services, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this very, very special occasion. We wish each member of Class 116 a long, healthy, and prosperous career. I ask you to remain standing for the departure of the official party, followed by the chiefs of the department, and then finally, Piper Sweet will lead out Class 116. Class 116, come to attention. Piper?